Before starting to the question, let me first give you background of the question. So this is a real world task, and I asked this same question to five people, and first one gave the answer when I didn't know the answer. I just casually asked for my task, and then I asked this question to four other people, and they were not able to give the solution. So, moving on, this is actually an interesting problem where you are given a base table which has product IDs, technical size, and local size. So, this is like a base table, and this is a many to many relation. For like 720, you might find another 720 here, and the local size may be different. And this is for different group articles, because different kind of articles have different sizing for global level, which is technical size, and local level, country specific. And you also have another size table which has technical size and all the local sizing for different countries. So by the size, you can say it's already pretty clear that it's a many to many relation. Like for 20, you may have one nan, but you for 20 you may also have value somewhere and a different value somewhere in the table. For this is same replicated for all the countries. So your task is to find which local size we are using in the base table. Somehow we have forgotten which base size is which local size is used, and it has to be fast. We can't wait. A pretty interesting question, because this engages you with the interviewer. This kind of question, I am not sure if exact question will be asked, but it uses concept like melting, multi-level indexing, which makes operations very fast. Don't directly jump on a join. In actual interview, number of questions you have solved counts. So if he gives you one question and you solved it, it is like you have only solved one question. They won't count. They have only asked one question and you took a lot of time. So try to be as fast as possible. So common mistake which everybody does is they will directly do a merge between base table and a size table on technical size and different local sizing. So if I have to write a brute force approach, it will be like for I in size table dot columns, or for all the columns in this size table, and will be doing a merge. So I just write merged and base table and do a merge between a size table and on a technical size and I, so the local size which we have. And also I have to rename this base table local size every time to match with the country's local size, by the way. And how I want to do it. So left won't do. If there are like 720, there might be multiple 720s and multiple local sizing for different things. So I have to do inner and then do a filter. So each merge, if I see, I've checked, actually it's around 3 to 4 minutes on like my system MacBook M3, and this has to be done like 20 times because I have these 20 countries. So 30-40 minutes you are sitting idle, a discussion is going on with the PO, and or if this question I asked when in interview, many candidates do like this, we are sitting idle and this query is running. So and this is when you are lucky and your kernel doesn't die. If your kernel dies, what will happen? This will happen. Bye bye, khatam, tata, goodbye, gaya. Now Now, so what's the actual solution? It's actually a four-step solution where you have to first melt the table, since this contains a lot of nans and actual data also. So what I will do, I will have technical size, country, where you have all the countries: local size Germany, local size France, local size USA, and the value of which value is present actually in this 2D matrix. Okay, so melding is actually, there is a direct command. So step 1 I write, which is melting. If I write directly what is the command, it's no fun. I will also write with you guys. Melted size table will be, how we'll do it is size table, and then do a melt, and you need id to pass here. So first you will pass id vars, which is going to be obviously the technical size, which cause it's going to be the base first column. Somehow it doesn't auto suggest technical size, so I have written here. Now I want to tell it also from where it has to pick the value. So value vars will be columns for column in size table dot columns, and only select the columns if it has local sizing. So, or have to not pick the technical size. So write something like if call dot starts with something like this should work. Or you can simply write as well if column is not equals to technical size. I am just writing a more fancy solution, I will say, because there is no complexity attached here. No variable, what I have to just name something like I'll name it and country column. You will understand in a minute how this melting works. And I also need value obviously, so value will be country country local size. I just put this column. So I just check the syntax really quick. So technical size I will pick, then from local sizing it will be the, for value it's variable, and our name is country name, and okay. Then I have to drop nan also, because there are a lot of nan, otherwise table will be way too long, and it will be on values. And what are the values? This is the value, and I will also reset the index. Just quickly run it. Melting it super fast. In 0.4 seconds you have the melted values. It looks something like this. So you have technical size, you have a country column for which country, and the size. Now also what you can do, some people are tempted to do a merge right now, since you have sizing and you have local sizing and technical sizing, and I will get the country, but still it will be way too long, way too tedious. Still it will take 5-6 minutes minimum if your kernel doesn't die. Step 2, which is indexing. So here, since there are two columns, technical size and local size, so multi-level indexing. It's quite tricky to do a multi-level indexing in Python, but in specifically pandas. So look at the code carefully. So I'll write melted indexed. Actually I was doing, so it already picked, and if I just write the code, so melted index table, size table on the index table, and I have to set the index. I have to pick two columns. Actually I have to set index and pick two columns. What two columns it will be? First it will be technical size obviously, then I want this to be picked, so I want local size of country specific, And what value I want countries column. It's quite tricky to apply. Sometimes people do make mistake here. Then group by with the level. So I will also show you what will happen if you don't do group by 0 comma 1, and I have to aggregate it as a set. So if I show you multiple indexed, it will be technical size, country, local size, and these are going to be values. So it works as a dictionary only, and it fetches you the values. So if you don't do this group by and you just set the index and that's it, so what will happen? First of all, it's saying what to aggregate on, so I have to comment out this as well. So it will not aggregate on values, so I want more like values to be added here. Again, I will be do a indexing. So if you do group by here only, you will be able to create set. So some people don't know you can do a group by operation when you are indexing. It can be done in this cell only. So basically how it will happen, it will first do a take this, it will index and create this value, something like this, and then do a group by. It's perfectly normal to do a group by. You don't need to reset index, else it will again take a lot of time. It actually going reverse. So you index and some people do set index and then do a reset index. So this is like completely wrong. It will take, I even I have seen in production level code, people do a reset index, think they are making it fast because modern systems suggest resetting index and then do a reset index. I don't know why they do. Then group by and then aggregate. So you get this kind of melted index. Now step 3, you have to match it from the base table. Step 3, matching in base table. So matching is quite tricky. First, for each technical size and country level size, I will make a keys which I can quickly do a lookup on. So first I will make a keys and then I will do a lookup and then will save it, or lookup and save I can do directly. So list and do a zip, then first column which is base table, and then technical size obviously, and I want second column which is local size. Now it starts suggesting me columns as well, sometimes do, sometimes don't. Now base table, I will add another column, say matched countries. Forgive if some spellings are wrong. Then I have to match the countries, so melted indexed and key. So for I will match the key for key in keys, and this should add a column. I am getting this error. Interesting. Okay, I have to write a get keyword here. So it's getter works as it doesn't directly work. In 1 second it gave the result. So if I write, so I know get should be used. If I directly use something like this, will it work? No, it won't work. So you have to write get only. Yeah, so it has to be done like this. I tried some Pythonic way, but some of pandas don't accept it. Yeah, so you have matching. So you have matching countries. This is part 1 of the table. Now part 1 of the question. Now what they want is the country which local sizing country which matches all of this or is common among everything. So how you are going to do is, let's say it's step 3, step 4 actually. It is like do something like common which is equal to, I have 5 times common spelling is wrong, which is not a common mistake. Set dot intersection, and for all this, like what has to be done, base table, this column, what it gives error. Oh, let me do one thing, let me convert this to list of all the columns in this. Now it should work. It works in set only, so let me convert it back to sets. And an object, it is quite fascinating. If I don't do two lists like this, rather do two list here, it should work, right? Pass it as a single values. I don't know what's that. Let's debug together. So base class you have, let's comment it out. Base class you have this, so you have all this. Now I want it as countries, so to list, I want them as list, so list of set. Now let me do one thing, there might be some n values as well, so let me do drop na, because in real world data is not 100% accurate, so you want to drop nan values if there are any. Let me save it in some list, let's say list, and, okay, I saved it in list. Then if I pass list here, it should work. Yeah, the problem was it was having some nan values also, so 100% match is not there, it's the real data. Yeah, so local sizing Asia and local sizing China, they both may be same, may not be same, because for our base table they might be only those values for which they are same. So the answer is local sizing Asia or local sizing China. Anyways, thanks everyone, and see you next time. Bye bye.